Hey guys, welcome back to yet another episode of Park Review. We are on our second to last National Park Service site, at least for now. But by the end of summer, there should be at least 7 more at maximum. Maybe 7, 8, or 9 more. That's kind of what I'm expecting this summer. So there's going to be plenty more park review videos coming out. But I'm also doing state parks as well. But the national park ones are kind of my top priority for now. But so in this episode, I'm gonna be talking about my visit to Fossil Butte National Monument in Wyoming. So Fossil Butte National Monument is located about 10 minutes outside of Kemmerer, Wyoming, and it's a fairly small park. It's also about a 50-minute drive from Garden City, Utah. So then it's not too remote, but it is kind of remote of a park. But that works out for the park because not a lot of people visit there, which is really cool. It was a really cool park experience, which I'm now gonna get on to. So I even went there on one of the 3 major outdoor holidays. And still I was it was just me and my dad. We were one of the only people there at Fossil Butte, which was really cool. I think that was a really cool experience, honestly. And so what we did, we first stopped at the visitor center and got the brochure, and kind of got souvenirs and whatnot from the park. I got a patch. So if you know me, I usually collect pins, but I got just a patch because they did have pins, but I really liked the patch a lot more. So yeah, but we also got a postcard for my sister and then a magnet for our fridge because that's what we do. And basically after we went around the visitor center, we went around the visitor center. I completed as much as I could in the Junior Ranger booklet as I could in the visitor center, and then we went and hiked the historic quarry trail, which is about 1.5 miles long and is the most difficult trail out of the 2 in the park. We only had time to do the historic quarry trail because but otherwise, and then we went back to the visitor center and I got my Junior Ranger badge. Really fun trip. I really enjoyed Fossil Butte. I want to go back so bad and just take my other 2 siblings there. I think they'd love it. And so how accessible is Fossil Butte National Monument? So Fossil Butte National Monument is located right off of the US, I think 30 or 40, one of those US routes, and it is fairly accessible. There are some, it's pretty much a paved road all the way to the visitor center and to the Chicken Creek nature trail, and past that it's all a dirt road, which leads up to some overviews of some nice overviews for jeeping and all that. I think that would be a fun experience next time at Fossil Butte. But fairly accessible park. And here's the Junior Ranger program. So I would say it's a fairly easy one. It was a fairly easy one to complete. There are multiple different levels, and depending on the age of, so a Nidia level, you had to at least complete 4 activities, turtle level 8, and then a crocodile level, then you had to complete the whole entire book, which I thought it was really cool. Finishing this, I especially enjoyed finishing it on the trail. It was really fun, just being able to do this, really fun. And here is the Junior Ranger badge here. Really nice badge. I think this is a newer design because I've looked at the history of like junior ranger badges for multiple different parks, and it used to just be a plastic one. But I like the wooden one with the nice fossil fish on it. So, would I ever go back to Fossil Butte? Like I said, yes I would. I would bring my friends and family and whatnot, because it's a nice small park. You would pretty much have that park to yourself. And not to mention, I'm within like 3 hours of there. Like three and a half-ish hours of Fossil Butte. So I'm like, that's nice, yeah. So that's really one thing on my thing. Like, it could be like a short weekend trip. Cause I know I've tried. Okay, so the funny thing is, I actually tried to go to Fossil Butte multiple times last year. So like basically, it's just a little funny story. But I tried to go multiple times. Like, hey, let's go in like May or something. Right when school gets out. Well, guess what happened? COVID. And then tried again in June, early June. Couldn't do it then, and then did it for Labor Day, and I'm like, hey, why not? And it's also where I got my passport book, so that's a fun, interesting fact about what I got this one as a very early birthday present. For my grandparents there, because they were also at the park with me and my dad, and also some other family who went camping with us to Green River Lakes, which I gotta make a video on Green River Lakes. It is really nice there, but pretty much got that there, and I'm gonna show my passport stamp if I can find it first. But would I recommend going to Fossil Butte? Definitely. If you're going from Salt Lake City to Grand Teton, perfect little stop. Like, it's not too far. It's just a nice small park, and I would, if you have the chance, 100% visit Fossil Butte National Monument. Now, here's my passport stamp here. It's not the best because it's my very first one I put in here, but then again, it's like, well, I was obviously new to it because I wiggled the stamp thing, which don't do that, or else you'll get horrible outcomes. Just keep it nice and sturdy. And so if you're ever on your way from Salt Lake City to like Grand Teton or Yellowstone, Fossil Butte. It's a nice small park. I recommend it, and you better go. Really nice small park. It's worth like a half your day. I only got to stay there for like maybe 2 hours, but like, it's an easy park. There's plenty to do for like a half a day. It's like kind of like halfway in between Salt Lake City and Grand Teton or Jackson, Wyoming. So like, it's a nice spot to visit it. And one things I recommend is definitely the visitor center. Definitely go to the visitor center. That's always a must-go stop. The historic quarry trail. I'm actually gonna share a picture of like one of my favorite pictures I've ever taken. Was actually at Fossil Butte. It was of a little cabin. It is a really cool history. I don't remember what its name was, but it had, so it's pretty much that, and it was like a really cool picture. Also, don't forget to do the nature trail. I didn't get to do it. I want to do it, so that would be really cool. I heard sometimes beavers can be found up there, so I want a beaver. I want to see a beaver. If I don't get to see one while I'm in Oregon, I'm like, what's the point of going to Oregon if you're not going to see a beaver? But then again, oh well. But I would definitely like to see a beaver. That's definitely on my top animal lists. But okay, back to the video. Yeah, definitely do that. And just a little side note I forgot to mention is that it can get very windy at Fossil Butte. So, yeah. Just plan on just like having a bit of a wind there because you're kind of out in the middle of like, well, the Butte part of Wyoming. And yeah, so just expect it to be windy. And that's my review for Fossil Butte National Monument. So thank you guys for watching, and if you guys made it this far through the video, I thank you so much, and please do consider subscribing for more content like this. I know I'm almost done with the national parks I've been to at the moment. I just have Pipe Spring, which will come out this Friday, and yeah, so if you stay tuned, you will be able to watch my Pipe Spring park review, and I also have a vlog on that, so you can also watch the vlog, because I mean, hey, that's pretty cool, right? So make sure to visit your local national parks.